Hey, it's April.
And it's Heidi.
So this week we're doing something a little bit different. A couple weeks ago, we showed how I water glass eggs, and now Heidi water glasses eggs. So that's great for short-term solution.
Right.
But this is long-term solution.
And I got a lot of eggs.
Yes. So what I have some freeze-dried eggs that I did last year. Each jar is about 26 raw eggs in each. They're powdered. So that is a long-term solution for preserving eggs.
How long will this last?
I've heard anywhere from 15 to 20 years, but realistically 5 to 10. But these are plastic lids that I have on here, so
who knows?
right.
Look, this looks like the sand. You remember when you would go to the beach and you would do those different colors of sand?
Yeah.
You
told they're different batches of eggs, probably.
Mm.
And that was, those eggs specifically were like right before the huge spike in egg prices.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was right before we got chickens.
So I was going to say, were some of these from the store and some of them from our chickens?
They were just from the store.
Oh, just from the store.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It was like when organic eggs were still cheap. So not the case anymore, even still now. So.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right.
So we are going to turn this basket of eggs into these two jars of eggs.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how we do it. All right.
I'll count you crack. Wait, put it in there.
Oh.
Shells can go in there.
I forgot. Oh, man. Okay. See, I messed up already.
Okay. I know.
Thank
I know the
you.
problem is here.
All right, so we are going to take this out to the freezer because, let me move this out of the way.
It looks like a pina colada.
It does, but don't drink it. It probably does not taste like a pina colada. We're going to move this directly to the freezer and pour it in one of our trays. And we pre-freeze everything that we freeze dry because it's less wear and tear on the freeze dryer if you already have it pre-frozen. Now, if you don't, you can stick it straight in and the freeze dryer will freeze dry it for you. But I've seen instances.
It takes longer too.
It does. It takes 7 hours, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, I've seen where people have had it like explode in their freeze dryer, which then means you have to clean out your freeze dryer, and that's a pain in the keister. You have to clean it anyway, but not when it's a mess like that. So
yeah.
All right, let's take it out to the freezer.
All right.
Well, it looks like you have something
I do.
already done.
It's my drunken noodles I need to freeze dry still.
Well, we could probably freeze dry it with this, I would think. Okay, I'm just afraid of
All right, so 10 more eggs. So with freeze-dried eggs, if you do not have a freeze dryer yet, what are some options?
You can dehydrate it.
Have you ever dehydrated eggs?
I sure haven't. Okay, so dehydrating it.
Okay.
Maybe.
I've never dehydrated eggs. But when we were in Colorado 2 years ago, living in Texas, I never see backpacking food in the stores.
Right.
But in a state like Colorado at Walmart, they had huge containers of dehydrated eggs. So they're out there if you know.
Well, Emily sent home with me a bunch of packages of dehydrated eggs. I don't know if she got them at Aldi or where she got them for me to ship out to the trail later on. But they were freeze dried eggs, and she said they were amazing. I was like, I wish I had that back in the day when you're backpacking.
Interesting. So I'm not a huge fan. So these are basically just raw scrambled eggs, and that you use 2 tablespoons of powder and 2 tablespoons of water, and that makes 1 egg. I'll admit I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, it whisks up just fine, but the texture is just a little bit different. They seem almost slightly runny. I will bake with them, like,
Yeah.
no problem. I will bake with them. You can't tell a difference.
You just won't scramble eggs with them.
I mean, I would do it if that's all we had.
Yeah.
If egg prices went 4 times as high and we didn't have chickens, I would do it. But in a pinch, sure.
Well, I have freeze-dried scrambled cooked eggs.
Mhm.
I've freeze-dried those. But we shared that when we went backpacking.
Yeah, we bought that meal.
Did we buy that meal? Okay, there was another one that I brought with me maybe another time we went backpacking, and it wasn't my favorite. And I don't know if I just put too much water in.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you're in an emergency situation and you need to eat, I'm not complaining because
Right.
they're not that bad.
Yeah.
But at least you can powder up protein
Yes.
in a dire situation.
Yeah.
So if we were beans and ricing it, you could add some eggs, like scrambled up eggs to it. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna let those 3 trays of eggs, we're gonna let them freeze before we put them in the freeze dryer. All right, back at Heidi's house today. We're going to run the eggs through her freeze dryer. I wish I lived next door because like this would be so convenient.
Right.
We live a mile apart.
So
We see each other almost not every day, but like
just about.
there's some days like I won't see you for like 2 or 3 days.
Right.
But then most of the time
Sometimes we walk
it's
to
every
each
day.
other's houses when we want to get some exercise.
Yep, and there's some days that we see each other multiple times a day, like today. So we've got frozen eggs, and we're gonna go put them in the freeze dryer. Come with us. What did you do? Oh, I was gonna come back.
It's like groceries. Come on, April.
All right. So there's her freeze dryer. We've got it. It's been running for about 32 minutes, so it's basically been pre-freezing.
Got it?
Yep.
Yeah, we let it only tells you to do it for
15 minutes.
15 minutes, but we tend to go longer just so we can get this temperature down.
Mm-hmm.
Drunken noodles.
Yes.
Eggs. Just did it again. And eggs. Okay, so now it tells us to load the food into the freeze dryer and to close the drain valve. So we have a little drain valve that right now will drip any water, and especially when you're done and it's defrosting, the water comes into this bucket. But we're going to close it like it told us because it needs to be able to suction in the air while you're in there. And you never mix anything in terms of frozen or not frozen. They either need to be one or the other. And so even though we're mixing food, they're all frozen.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to just press continue. And it's going to start freezing. This 36 Fahrenheit temperature will get down to like negative 100, I think, sometimes, depending. So it gets really, really cold, and it takes all the moisture out of the food so that when we're done, these eggs we will be able to crush into a powder and use. With April's noodles, she will be able to cut those into servings, and she'll be able to rehydrate them. So if you like more camping or you need something quick or emergency situation.
I'm taking some for when we go boondocking
Oh, that's smart.
on our way to Wyoming.
Right, because then you don't have to cook anything, and you can just pour water in it. And it's
I
actually
mean,
really
technically I can cook when we're boondocking, but we're going to have long drive days, so
good. Yeah, something
that's
quick.
more like I'm going to be too tired.
Yeah. So this will go for at least 24 hours, I would bet. So this time tomorrow, will we be done garage sailing?
Yes, and we can check on it then.
And we'll check on it then and be able to show you how we package it.
All right, we'll see you then.
So this is ready to go to be put in.
We've got our tiny egg, tiny pan. Where's your tiny spoon?
Right here.
No, your tiny wooden spoon.
Oh yeah. Oh, spoon. Look at it. It cooks up just right. Hot. Hello. Wow. I'm interested in tasting this though.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where.
Did you season it at all?
Nope. Turn that on. Okay. We'll season it with a. Oh, that was a lot of salt. Put a little pepper on it. All right. We're done. That was fast. Okay, let me get a fork.
Once you get situated in the spot you want to get in, all you gotta do is add that.
See how it
Plug
is.
those in. On the right gauge, basically.
You're wondering why you waited so long.
But you said you didn't like it.
No, I don't like freeze-dried scrambled eggs.
Oh, Christopher. We're gonna bring the husband in.
Okay.
I would like you to try this reconstituted freeze-dried egg.
Mm-hmm.
It was raw.
Yeah,
And I
but you
cooked
cooked
it.
it.
And then I.
As you burn your mouth and can't taste anything for the next 24 hours.
Tastes like eggs.
Isn't it amazing?
Mm-hmm.
That's better than scrambling the eggs beforehand and freeze drying them.
Maybe you made them smoother.
Well, I don't like them scrambled, cooked, and then freeze-dried. I don't like the taste of them, but I like them freeze-dried raw and then reconstituted and cooked.
Those were actually pretty tasty. Yeah, I'm in.
You're in. Do you want to try it?
Nope, I'm good.
Why? Because I didn't season it well enough?
No, I already ate. And then I ate some of your dessert, so. So that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're wondering why you waited so long to freeze dry those that way.
No, but I feel like I freeze dried everything else. So this was kind of a last frontier.
And now you've got 59 other eggs
I know. I
freeze dried
really
in
got some
Mylar bags. So
eggs. Yeah, it'll be good.
great.
All right, awesome.
Peace out.
It's a success.